and welcome. Today, it is my true honor to introduce His Eminence, Shyalpa Tenzin Rinpoche, to our Lokvani audience. His Eminence was born in the foothills of the Himalayan mountains. He was recognized as a holy child and began training as a Lama from the age of 4. With great compassion and wisdom, His Eminence has been teaching thousands how to actualize the essence of our precious human lives. For over 30 years, His Eminence has conducted countless retreats, seminars, and empowerments throughout Asia, North America, and Europe. He has now embarked upon an ambitious project of building Maha Siddha Sanctuary for Universal Peace in Lumbini, the birthplace of Bhagwan Buddha. Your Eminence, namaste and welcome to Lokvani.
Namaste. So nice to see you.
Thank you, Your Eminence, for coming to Boston and blessing all of us here. It really, your presence itself is truly, an honor for, I think, the residents of New England. I wanted to ask you, you have accomplished so many things, but I know that you are here to talk about your new project, which is the Maha Siddha Peace Sanctuary. Could you tell our audience about this wonderful project?
Well, as you know, today, peace is more important than anything else on this earth. And what is happening all over the world, and what we have experienced from pandemic, and I feel that we need to find peace within ourselves, and we need to find peace around the world. So Mahasiddha and a peace sanctuary in Lumbini is the destination for every peace lovers that I feel needs to be created, and this is what I think I am embarking on for every race, every color, every creed, every gender, and the believers and non-believers alike, for real spiritual path that we need to seek to find peace, and that too on the basis of unconditional love. The reason why I have chosen Lumbini is because there the great mother Maya Devi sacrificed her life to give birth to a child with her unconditional love. By realizing that she will not live after she gives birth to her child, but like all the mothers in the past, present, and future, she was able to really take her role as a mother very seriously and deliver the child. Today, that child is known as the Apostle of Peace. It's of course for Buddhist, it's known as the Buddha, enlightened one. But even if you are not Buddhist, there is this courageous person who was able to discover and true purpose of his life. So similarly to that individual, I think we all are seeking peace. And this peace sanctuary is, of course, in another ways, is a Davos for peace. Like World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, I envision World Peace Forum in Lumbini, Nepal. So something like that is very, very important. So I'm very excited to lead this and share with everyone. So I'm traveling all over the world to really ask everyone to become the stakeholder of this Universal Peace Sanctuary.
So that is so special. So it sounds like Davos for peace can hopefully transform the world. I love your vision that you have for it. How can people engage with you to help you, or actually help ourselves to be part of this ambitious project?
That's a very good question, because this is the reason why I'm traveling. And the Peace Sanctuary in Lumbini is an excuse for us to be able to initiate a spiritual way of living. That is to say that oneself try to actualize unconditional essence of our being. So in a way, anybody can help me on this project, if you are able to live for one moment unconditionally, as if there is no next moment. And like Facebook, if you put a like, just say I like, that's like a contribution that you can make. But other than that, of course, in whatever way that you are comfortable with your talent, with your expertise, with your resources, and I invite everyone to join me on this endeavor, and that too unconditionally.
That is so special that you are actually inspiring us to live at least one moment unconditionally. It seems a challenge in the modern times to do that, but maybe with your inspiration, we will try to make that happen. One important point I noticed is that you picked Lumbini with an emphasis on the mother. And when we look at your own childhood, your parents aspired not to make you a billionaire, but to help you achieve your spiritual goals. In today's world, as mothers, what should we be gaining, or how should we be training our children so that the world can be a better place in the future?
Yes, I feel very strongly that we must educate ourselves and we must educate our children to value life, making sure that they do not take life for granted, which is to say that somehow, with whatever talent or whatever passion they have, if they are able to focus on celebrating life instead of, sort of like hoarding things, which is not necessarily enabling us to celebrate. Instead, and many things are enslaving us today. So, energy that we are able to really experience right now, there's nothing that we need more than this very energy. This very energy is like a wish fulfilling jewel. The richest of the rich is something that you experience in this very energy. This energy must be, celebrated. So, in a way, we are honoring mankind. So, way to really uh, teach our children is to make sure they honor mankind, they honor humanity, they honor their breath. They are able to truly breathe without stress, breathe without sort of like an agenda, breathe without conditioning. Because as soon as you are involved in conditioning anything, what I realize is that you are causing something for you to experience consequences later. So I think it's very important for us to teach our children to learn ways to live, ways to learn without creating consequences, which if we have to endure, that will haunt us for a very, very long time, which is not necessarily a good way to, you know, guide them, which is not necessarily a good way to sort of like express your love. And your love, therefore, must be unconditional as far as I'm concerned.
That is beautiful. The world around us today seems to be in chaos. I mean, we just came out of a pandemic. There's a lot of wars going around, and whether it is the aggressor or the defender, people's lives are lost. What hope do you have for mankind as we move forward? Is peace here? And do you see that as a monk, that indeed there is hope?
Yes, I do see that there is hope because we all have this quality, this essence, which is nothing other than intelligence. So we are able to truly apply our intelligence in our daily life. Of course, sometimes we are more obscured by our own defilements. So we are not able to really apply it right this very moment. So many places, whether they are in the war zone or whether they are in their house, we are enduring so much pain and suffering because we are not able to face what is in front of us. So this is the reason, why I feel it's very important to, ask everyone to look at it very clearly. As long as you condition anything, there is no peace. There's no lasting peace. There's no benefit for you. So no matter how much you condition it, no matter how much you try to acquire some kind of external thing, sooner or later you have to depart, separated from that very experience, which is very, very painful. So my hope that my understanding is that people are looking to live life fully, and my book is called Living Fully: Finding Joy in Every Breath. In that book, I really explain how every breath must be experience. Every breath must be totally free. So when there is a freedom, there is peace. When there is peace, there is freedom.
Beautiful. Looking forward to that. I think that's the aspiration of every person, for to have that freedom. But so great to hear from you that it can be accomplished. And it's probably not hard. It's just we need to give it what it takes. And so I was going to ask you, I know you have held a lot of retreats, and hopefully when this sanctuary is in its full-fledged, form, people can probably visit there. And if we attend a retreat, what can people hope to expect as a transformation of their life?
In this retreat, especially in Lumbini, I feel that they will be able to discover themselves. They will be able to actualize their true essence. From there onwards, they will find true contentment, and they will be able to relate to everything in such a balanced and harmonious way. They realize, wow, I had this talent until now. How come? I did not realize until I came to this retreat in this place, Mahasiddha Sanctuary for Universal Peace, in the birthplace of Buddha.
Wow, wow, that is really fantastic. I'm excited personally to come and visit. And I hear that in addition, of course, to having, financial resources and all this to build, you're also looking for volunteers. Am I right to engage with that? Do you want to share your requests so that if people watching this want to engage in other ways?
Yes, I really feel like what I'm doing right now, traveling around and sharing with everyone, is like, I feel that people are looking for great purpose and a great project to involve and make use of their life in a meaningful way. I have such a respect for humanity that everybody wants to do the right thing and do the good thing as much as possible. Sometimes we fail, but that doesn't mean that we don't have that inherent quality to really serve and really express our love to everyone. So, in any way they would like to participate, and whatever talent you have, whatever interest you have, we have so much need here right now because our organization is run fully on a volunteer basis. So any talent, because we have like architect teams, engineer team, and a PR team, fundraising team, all these teams are all volunteers all over the world, and they're the top people. And now just you know 2 days ago, uh, Bitcoin and crypto, people, they jumped in and they
Wow.
wanted this to be the most successful. They, are sort of expressing their interest and sharing their way for us to sort of like a collect donation via crypto. Like this is just like their experience because that's what they know. So similarly, somebody who are very good at yoga can come to teach yoga and share yoga, and somebody who can cook very nicely, and maybe we can have a very nice meal, and especially in that area where the ancient tradition is to celebrate life, and that was one of the most sophisticated, most civilized part of the world, which we call it Aryan world. So I think this is what I feel very honored to be part of this and leading this right now. And I welcome everybody to join me.
Look forward to that. And I hear there is a fantastic gala that when you're visited, Hollywood, people are putting together for supporting the sanctuary. Could you tell us about that gala?
Very true. Last week I was in Hollywood, so they were very excited, and all the producers and actors and actresses and business leaders, they heard about this project and they come to see me, and I had opportunity to share my vision of Universal Peace Sanctuary Now they have secured the location, Beverly Wilshire Hotel, which is best in the Hollywood, and date also secured November 4th. And we are planning to have the most meaningful gala in Hollywood ever. So we would like to invite you and everyone, who are peace lovers, to really celebrate together on November 4th. And anyone who is listening and your audience and, real, someone who is genuinely connected with peace, please come and let us know your availability.
Wonderful Hollywood gala, but a meaningful one. I really like that. I just wanted to ask you one other thing. You grew up as a young person in Nepal, not really with too much resources, and yet you are embarking upon very, very ambitious projects. What gives you that power and that conviction to make such things happen? And what can we learn from this in our own lives?
Yes, I had a great fortune to be born in the foothills of Himalayas, and I was really very, very fortunate to have opportunity to learn in Varanasi as a student, where Buddha gave first Four Noble Truth teaching. And these places and these countries are so, much like a, like a my real, so like a so in that sense, I feel like we have so much to offer to the rest of the world. So my strength and my confidence comes from that kind of essence, where I feel that it is our responsibility to share what we have inherited, which is thousands of years old. So I was keep telling my friends, this is our responsibility to promote Omkar Parivar history of that harmonious society with wisdom and sophisticated civilization, which today I think we need it more than ever. And we need this to be really shared with everyone and find ways for everyone to have accessibility in this kind of tradition with this kind of wisdom, this kind of knowledge, and this kind of experience. So this is what brings me joy. And this is what drives me to share, because as long as I live, and I would like to see however I can contribute and share the wisdom and like a blessing that we have inherited with the rest of the and our brothers and sisters all over the world, so that everyone will be liberated from suffering and find peace within themselves and peace in the world.
Your Eminence, I cannot thank you enough for doing, not only taking the time today to meet with me, but also for embarking upon this wonderful initiative to build this peace sanctuary, and really giving us all hope that peace is just right around the corner. And all we need to do is just give a little unconditional love, live unconditionally just for a few minutes. Your inspirations today, especially about raising children in the right way, I think can be really transformational. And I am looking forward to the Davos of peace. Actually, maybe we will now just call it the Lumbini of peace, and Davos can become the Lumbini of economics in the future. So thank you, Your Eminence. And we look forward to being part of your grand enterprise, if you will humbly allow us to be. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.